Alright, well, it is January 3rd at 6:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Almost time.
That was me, getting ready for the 24-hour animation contest of 2026, a competition where animators must plan, build, film, edit, and submit a LEGO stop-motion animation all within 24 hours. I've been wanting to participate for years, but every year I would watch the amazing entries and I felt like I could just never measure up to such standards. But this year, things were a little different. This is my THAC 2026 journey. Please enjoy.
Alright, well, here we go.
That live stream kicked off the start of the contest by announcing the theme. This year, the theme is Revelation, but more about that later. The live stream also announced the mod elements, which are important criteria that ensure that you make your film within the given 24-hour period. The letter mod was the letter P, and the color mod was a blue piece attached to a yellow piece. I decided to use the color mod for my entry. Now, back to the theme.
Okay. Revelation. My mind immediately goes to the Bible. It's a pretty broad topic, yet just vague enough.
What I was going to say was that it's a very broad topic, but it's just vague enough where brainstorming the ideas was still very difficult. Eventually, I came up with my first idea, but it turned out to just be a ripoff of The Truman Show. That did not work out. Then I got a better idea. A minifigure is suddenly hit with the revelation that he is a character in an animation. Basically, he doesn't break the fourth wall just breaks on its own, and he happens to notice. I started writing the script immediately.
So my script is ready. I don't have a shot list per se. I probably should do that, but I am going to begin on making the minifigure and making the set. Okay, here's my minifig building box. We're gonna take this over here to this table, and this bin, possibly. So these are the faces. I'm gonna be doing the classic face for Joe, and then these are all the Emmett faces, Emmett and Benny, so they have the classic eyes, so that'll work great. I've got these insanely bright lamps. Here, check this out. It's insanely bright. They get hot very quickly though, so gotta move fast, I guess.
I don't particularly move fast by any means, but I can speed up the footage. This is the minifigure that I made. His name is Joe. Last name Mama. I'm not doing that. I'm cutting that. I also began gathering lots of blue and yellow pieces, and I found some simple yet effective ways to integrate the color mod into the set, such as this.
Here is a blue door. I could have the beam that goes across it be a yellow brick. So this is going to come in clutch. The LEGO Ideas book. This is great for building techniques. Town and country. So yeah, there's a lot of cool interior and exterior building techniques. I like this design because this could really be adapted to like a filing cabinet. It's kind of a better view of it. Uses some of those, it looks like headlight bricks. So I'll have to get some of those. There should be some headlight bricks in here. No, not many, but we'll work with what we got.
Then I started designing and building the set.
Alright, so here is the set complete. We've got Carl's office cubicle. We've got, call this guy Frank. We've got his office cubicle. We've got refreshment, then we go through a doorway, and now we've got Joe's office. Oh, his chair's supposed to be like this. There we go. The great thing about this setup is that the sets come apart. And then they just attach on the back using snot bricks. Let's transport these over to the filming table. Oh, we gotta clean the filming table first. here is the setup. Let's get filming. All right, check that out. We took the first frame. Okay, well, I just looked it up. At the countdown, we have 16 hours left. That means it's been 8 hours. That means I have gone through a third of the time and have just now taken the first frame. No time to lose.
It was at this point that I realized my idea was a lot more ambitious than I had originally thought. But being 16 hours in, I knew there wasn't enough time to start over with a new idea. That being said, I did find some clever techniques and workarounds to save as much time as I possibly could.
Okay, I have just come up with something absolutely insane. The briefcase is in that hand, which means that when he is walking, he can't actually see his feet moving because the briefcase is covering up his feet. Which means that when he's walking, I don't have to worry about animating his legs. Everything seems to be going well. Oh no, the battery keeps going down. Oh no. This is what you get when you don't buy the official batteries and you buy these, cheap knockoff batteries that are still compatible, they just don't last that long.
I kept on animating for about 45 more minutes, and then
I'm pretty worn out. It is 6:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have been going since 6 a.m. So, yeah, I've been awake for over 12 hours. And for 11 of those hours, I have been working really hard. I had 1 half-hour break that I took. I'm 8 shots in.
I then proceeded to explain the rest of the shots I still needed to film, but I was so tired, most of what I said made absolutely no sense.
I'm pretty exhausted, though. I'm running low on fuel. Yeah.
I took a break for about an hour and a half. This break was definitely needed. My grandma made some delicious soup for me, and we talked for a while to get my mind off of the stress. After that much-needed break, I headed back downstairs to the studio, and I prepared for the long night ahead of me.
It is 7:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, no, never mind. 7:51. Let's do it. Alright, so I have just come up with a really cool idea. I'm probably not the first person to come up with this, but I don't have a sliding camera rig, so I did this instead. I just put tape on the floor to make sure I have a straight edge, and then it's just like a old cutting mat, and then I have the tripod on there so that I can just pull this and move the entire thing sideways. I'm probably not as genius as I think I am, but I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool.
I am not, in fact, as genius as I thought I was in that moment.
It's 11:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I still have to have this guy walk up here, then he has to look over there, then he has to turn to the camera, then he has to walk across a bridge, then he has to walk across another bridge, and then he has to watch a bunch of stop motions. Yeah, I cut this green faceplate out, so he's just gonna make it to the end of here, then we'll have the whole dramatic thing, and then the bridge and all that stuff. Cool. Alright, we have just filmed the bridge walking. He's only going to go this far. He has walked this far, and it's going to be a crossfade to him stepping off of the bridge and walking across here, crossfade. He's over there now. There's a bridge that forms to that table, and then he's able to watch all the cool stop motion montage on that computer.
If that sounded like I was repeating myself, that's because I was. I was getting really tired by now.
My brain is not working at this point. It is 1:30 a.m. The brain is not braining anymore, and I'm running off of like primal monkey instincts of, well, okay, that doesn't really work here because I'm still doing something like, this. But, I guess If I were a monkey, I'd be working with cameras.
What?
I need to shut up and just keep animating.
Yeah, you think?
It feels heavenly to finally have all the lights off. And to just go, hey, I'm finished filming. Granted, I have 3 hours, because it's 3:47 a.m., so I have just over 3 hours to get this thing edited, narrated, and scored. So, whew. Yay. Can you tell I'm a little... Yeah.
You know, rewatching this footage is a great time for me to reflect on my experience, but it's also a time for me to see what I act like under sleep deprivation.
Okay, editing done, out of the way, including credits and title screen, all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, all of it done. And so now we're on to the voice acting and then the score. I'm actually going to do the score first.
Normally, I do the voice acting and then I compose the score. But since I was planning on composing using just atmospherics this time, I decided to get that out of the way first. Then I recorded the voice lines, and after some volume adjustments on the tracks, I realized I didn't have time for sound effects. But in hindsight, I think the absence of sound effects actually helps add to the surrealism of the story. I compiled the audio into 2 tracks, the music pass and the voice pass. Then I exported the video track and the 2 audio tracks all together, and then I uploaded the file to YouTube and set it as an unlisted video. And
I did it. and look at just 20 minutes to spare. Oh my goodness. Oh man, this feels so good. This feels so good. This has been a huge trip down memory lane.
what I meant by memory lane is that I used to make a lot of stop motions, constantly. But over the past few years, I've let my perfectionism get the best of me, and stop motion soon became a task of impressing other people, rather than a fun hobby for myself.
And I've been wanting to rekindle that awesome childlike creativity of just going, hey, I have an idea in my head. Let's just film it. Just for the sake of filming it. And that's what I did today.
Indeed, that is what I did. But that's not all that I did. My stop motion is not perfect, but I'm not a perfect person. It would be unfair to use my art to tell a false narrative about who I am. I am very imperfect, and there is a profound and unexplainable beauty when an artwork reflects the artist who created it. And that is what I did through this stop motion. Thank you for watching.